Okay, hi everybody. Hopefully I sound a little better. Messed with some mic settings this morning. Thanks to Arcane for helping me out. It was a little muffled, but I figured muffled was better than blowing out your ears with too sensitive. So hopefully it's better. Is it not? Is it bad? Oh god. We might have to play the game of fucking with mics for a minute, you guys, because I'm really tired of having this be a pain in the butt. Hi, Eek, how are you? we can mess with some levels if you guys are patient with me and don't mind. Because I don't... Doesn't sound bad, it's just a bit muffled. Yeah. Yeah, I even upped the, I think it's the gain that makes it do that, I think. Oh, you're at lunch. Okay, good. Hi, Bunkin. You're happy with it. Okay, if it's better than it was, that's fine. We'll dial it in slowly but surely. We still might do the off-hours stream idea, where whoever wants to come in to chat and help me make this fucking mic not sound shit, can. And we'll just hang out and mess with levels on OBS for a little while. I don't know. We'll see. Bunkin has already made a character for your campaign. Hell yes. You're gonna get addicted to it. You're gonna get addicted to the DMing chair. I promise you. It's fun. It's just as fun as playing for me, really. I don't prefer one over the other, frankly. But it did make me more... Being a DM definitely made me more selective of the games that I sit in at. Not that I'm like a shithead, but just like, I know if like somebody's focusing on like hardcore dungeon delving stuff, I'm not gonna be interested. So it helps me enjoy... Hi husband, there he is. So yeah, being able to design your own game and having fun playing in your world and everything, it's great. It's great. I have so many fucking NPCs. Ha 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 ha. You're infected. Right, so let me tell you all a fucking story of our night and slash morning. I'm a little frazzled today, I'm a little tired. So last night at about 8:30 in the evening, while soup shop. Oh, nice. Soup shop, very good. I love it. I'd eat there. I love soup. Again, if my levels are weird, let me know. If something's too loud or too quiet, I can up it or down it or do what I can. But last night at about 8:30 p.m. Husband was painting minis, headphones in, and I had just finished playing Overwatch and got up to go to the bathroom. And I do sound good. Okay, good. I got up to go to the bathroom, and I am in the midst of that when I hear insane, like, slamming and banging and stuff in my front room. The doors, or the windows were open, you know, screens in, enjoying the nice Florida weather, which is rare. So, I run out, because it's decidedly my cats, as I kind of put that together in my head, and I run out, and the screen in the window is gone, and both of the cats are gone. So I flip out. Husband has heard none of this. Not his fault. He's got really good headphones. So I run out the door. I assume that he has heard this. I didn't look to check, so, you know. And I run out because we have a cat, a stray cat that comes around our house and likes to front on the boys at the window. We call him Crook because he's a tabby and he's got a little broken, like, crook in his tail because it looks like he gets into fights a lot. So I immediately flip the fuck out. I run outside. I see Thumbs go in one direction and Asher go in another. So I can't get them both, so I run back inside and I scream at husband, and he, you know, comes out and luckily he hears me, and I'm sure I scared the piss out of him. Uh, but I was just like, okay, cats are out. I need your help. You know, flipping out. And we both, you know, split up. He goes after Thumbs, and I go after Asher. And I'm flipping out because I am looking for a cat in complete pitch darkness, because our neighborhood is not well lit. The minute you go past the front of most houses, it is pitch black back there. Nobody has like lights on in their backyard or anything, generally speaking. So I'm looking for a pitch black cat in pitch blackness, and I'm going, oh god, please. There's so many animals, so many stray cats, so many dogs off leashes and outsides of fences in our neighborhood. We don't live in the nicest place. I mean, I'm not, you know, we're safe, knock on wood, we're safe and everything, but we're not in any, you know, well-gated community where, you know, we don't have to worry about people that are kind of shitty neighbors, you know? So I'm like, I'm flashing to every huge dog that I've seen in the neighborhood left off a leash and outside. I'm seeing every coyote that we've seen in our neighborhood. I'm seeing every big ass fucking cat that I know are feral and will hurt my boys. And it's flashing like warp speed through my head, and I am panicking. And I go to my backyard and I'm looking, it took a few seconds to register. Yeah. And I'm panicking, and I'm like, oh god. So I'm like, okay, I need to go find a flashlight. So I turn around and I come back and I look over in my carport. Asher has pushed himself against the outside of the window, and he's just on the windowsill, like staring at me. Freaked the fuck out, poor baby. And I'm like, oh my god, you beautiful boy, you didn't run. I love you so much, you didn't go. So I had to, you know, do the scruff thing to make sure he doesn't, because he was yelling and angry. And, you know, and he was growling at me and hissing, so I had to, you know, pull him by the scruff and, you know, make him inert for a cat. And just about the exact same time, our neighbor on one side had heard us, because they were out smoking, had heard us flipping out about our cats, and she had come with her flashlight and had given it to husband, and he had found Thumbs in a bunch of bushes, just like freak the fuck out, because they're not outside cats. We do not let our cats outside, period. And so this is the first time they've been outside, aside from vet visits and when we first found them both in parking lots in various places. Thumbs does not like being outside. So we get them inside. Yes, boys are both okay. I should have actually led with that. I apologize. But they're both okay. Thumbs has a hurt foot. He's limping. And they're both very sensitive right now, because if you don't know this, cats are kind of dumb. And if they're mad at something, or if they're like inside and they see another cat outside and they want to attack that cat, they'll just attack the closest thing. Sometimes another cat, sometimes a human. They get mad, and yeah. So Thumbs has a hurt foot. We think it's just a sprain because he is limping on it. He's putting weight on it. It does look swollen, so we're gonna keep an eye on it over the weekend. If it doesn't heal up in any way, we'll take him to the vet and see what we can do about that. I assume it's just a sprain. It's just as how bad of a sprain it is. I also thought about, like, you know, tying a sock onto his foot, but I don't want to hurt it more, you know, that kind of thing. So, and both of the boys are wanting to fight each other because they have this misplaced trauma and they don't know how to channel it because they're cats. Especially Asher. Asher's he's very sensitive to change, and more than most cats. And so he lashes out more than most. Not at us. He's actually very good with us. He'll hiss at us, but he has never lashed out, but he'll lash out at Thumbs. He'll lash out at other cats. So we spent last night giving lots of treats and pets. We got Asher to calm down enough to allow us to pet him, because he was hiding at first, and then he came out. Then with treats, hand feeding and everything, he let me pet him, and now we're pretty much back to normal. Although anytime they get too close to each other, he wants to stalk Thumbs a lot and try to attack him. So he's still treating Thumbs kind of like a stranger, but we're introducing their scents to each other and stuff like that. They ate together this morning. That's okay. and I got calming treats for both of them, which have like melatonin and a bunch of other stuff in them, so they're both passed the fuck out right now. Asher's just to the side over on husband's chair, and Thumbs is in the library or in the bedroom, I'm not sure, one of them, and he's passed the fuck out. So everything is okay. It might require a vet visit, we'll see, but I think what happened is catweed, yeah. Well, not catnip, because that makes them both kind of crazy. We didn't want to make them more crazy with all of this. But it had like 4 different ingredients, plants that are supposed to chill cats out. I don't know. But at the very least, the melatonin put them the fuck out. So, you know. So, yeah. So they're very sensitive right now. Thumbs is really grumpy. He doesn't want to be pet too much. He definitely doesn't want to be picked up. Or anything. Anytime we touch his belly, he hisses. So I think he got hurt on the belly a little bit. No blood. No nothing, just the sprain on his foot so far, that we've noticed. Luckily, no. What happened is they tangled up. Hi, Stinks. They tangled up at each other in the window, went too hardcore, knocked the window screen out, and that's probably where Thumbs fell and hurt himself. And then they ran in opposite directions. So I don't even think that other cat was involved. I think the other cat probably fucked off the minute, like, they tumbled out of the window. So everybody's okay. You know, Thumbs is grumpy, Asher's passed the fuck out, but he's mostly back to normal, although he doesn't want to be near his brother right now. So I'm just... lots of treats, and, you know, lots of pets to make sure they know they're safe and everything, and no more opening that window, I guess. At least not at night. That fucking cat. I'm so mad at that cat. I'd like to catch him and, like, put him somewhere safe, but I don't have a trap, and, you know, we have so many stray cats in this fucking neighborhood. And now I'm nervous that anytime they go up to that window, they're all traumatized and are gonna end up fighting or something like that. So I have to keep a really close eye on them, and not leave them alone too long. So for now, yeah. But thank the universe, thank the goddess that everything is okay, that nobody is seriously hurt. We just got a grumpy old man with a hurt foot. So again, we'll see how he is at the end of the weekend, and then we'll make a appointment if we need to. Needless to say, last night, I took 2 of my own fucking melatonin, so I passed the fuck out. Melatonin, yeah. So I'm just a little tired because it's just melatonin, sorry, God, Jesus, yeah, you know what I meant. Melatonin. See? That's where I am right now. I haven't even had weed today. That's just where my brain is. So melanin, yeah. So this is why I don't have kids. If I stress this much over fucking cats, I sure as fuck don't want kids. Ugh, Jesus Christ. So everybody's okay. I need more coffee. But I'm okay. Everybody's okay. That was not fun, let me tell you. That was not a fun way to spend the evening. But we're good. So that's why my creativity might be all over the fucking place today. I might not have, you know, the ability to focus too much on one thing or another. You got me, which is close enough. True enough. I got kids I can borrow. But yeah, so we're okay. It's just coming back into normalcy. The house is a very quiet place right now, just because, you know, no sudden movements, because they're both still jumpy, so they just need to know that they're safe. But they're okay. They slept, and now they're really sleeping, so I'm gonna keep them hopped up on that melatonin for a while. They seem to work, which is great. I'm very happy about that. So I'll probably give them another one of those tonight before we go to bed to keep the chill going. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. That was our night. The day before was, you know, nice and relaxing. So, and I'm gonna relax more this weekend. Jesus Christ, I bought beer. I have a Dragonborn for my campaign. Ooh, do tell. Love a good Dragonborn, I'm sure. Haven't figured out her name yet. Okay. Oh, cats, ladies and gentlemen. I love them so much, but my god. She's Mama Dragonborn. I love it. I love a good mama. Very good. She helps her daughter run her soup shack. Oh, that's so cute. Soup mom. Got an eyelash in my eye. Oh god, hang on. Oh, ow. Got it? I think I got it. Soup mom. I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you! But yeah, so I spent this morning looking at Pinterest because that's as much as my brain could handle. I also am making pizza crust right now. That's rising in the kitchen now. So that's something. Just trying to do small things because Jesus Christ. Class starting bunkin' and I say bye. Okay, bye. So, since we're a bit conflicted on adding psionics to the world, can I suggest an alternative to psionics that could explain away stuff like aberrant mind sorcerer? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with psionics, but if you have a suggestion, I'm all ears. Absolutely. I like psionics. I do. It's just I don't know if they fit, and I don't want them like you're saying. I don't want them attached to aberrations or anything like that. I'd want it to be more like actual psychics, maybe. I don't know, something like that. That's my initial idea, but please give me yours. Oh, I never reset my follower goal. Hang on a second. Goal achieved. Okay. End goal. Did that. Yay, did that. 90. There we go. Start goal. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Alright. Sorry. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. These goals are fun. It lets me realize that people actually do come and hang out, and I appreciate every single one of my followers. I greatly appreciate you find this entertaining or interesting in some aspect. So I'm excited to grow the community a little by little, nice and slow, so we don't get any, you know, terrible people in here by accident because we're not paying enough attention. My Scion would feel very, very out of place in Galdor. Yeah, that's the thing, is psionics to me, I mean, you know, by definition, they're always, like, connected to, you know, elder brains or aberrations or stuff like that, and I want... If I were to do psionics, it would be less about getting that ability from, like, you know, those entities, and more like maybe your own mental discipline, like a monk. A psionic monk could make sense because it's just this, you know, it's like chi. Self-taught like a Jedi, kinda. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Again, I don't know if I have anything, like, anything like if you're to do like a Jedi, any energy like the Force, quote unquote, in Galdor, which is why I wasn't sure that psionics would work. I like a good fantasy, you know, aspect, and I know psionics has a place in a lot of people's table. I mean, look at Baldur's Gate 3. They put psionics in there, and it was very interesting. Astral Monk may have some play. Yeah, I like the idea of like a Star Monk. Sounds super cool, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of things to consider. But yeah, your own mental fortitude and wisdom and stuff like that, eventually leading to psionics, sounds very cool. I think psionics would be extremely rare on Galdor. Maybe they're somewhere else. Maybe they're on another plane. But on Galdor itself, I think psionics are super rare, if in existence at all. They might be some legend or, you know, story somewhere in some monastery or something where it's just like it's like the equivalent. If you play Vampire the Masquerade, I feel like psionics would be the equivalent to Golconda, which is like in the meta of the game, more or less, even though there's no official rules to Golconda. It's completely up to the storyteller and the table itself. But it's basically what happens if a vampire can defeat its beast, which is what makes you want to drink blood and kill and makes you a terrible person, more or less. And it can mean various other things. So basically, psionics could be considered like a nirvana or an enlightenment or something like that. I don't know, something like that. That's my initial idea. Again, that's just me just talking my thoughts out there. So it can be thrown out at any point. So but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any like, you know, Lovecraftian elder anything in this world. I think I'm gonna keep it strictly fantasy kind of vibes as far as magic goes, more or less. And if psionic, we might have to tweak psionics to make them fit. But I don't think that they need to be banished for any reason. If somebody comes at me in some future game and has an idea for a psionics character that I think will work for the world, I will absolutely allow them, and we'll work together like you should. But as of right now, in the timeline that we're currently in, psionics are largely unheard of for most people, I would say. Again, maybe some weird monastery somewhere, but that's it. But I played around with psionics a lot in my first D&D game, which was in 3.5. And it was a shit show. It was not great. It was not a great game. It was just all over the place, and it wasn't great. But I did have a NPC. Yeah, you remember Sky? The NPC that the whole thing was wrapped around? She was learning to be a psionic sorcerer. Like, she had like this crazy power that nobody could understand. She was kind of like 11 before Stranger Things was a thing. Yeah. She was like the whole table's, like, everybody's daughter. And yeah. Yeah, we had ended it, or it had died. That wasn't my fault. Well, no, I know, but it did. I mean, it was my fault in the fact that I tried to keep making it work despite shitty players, or a single player that was shitty. So, you know, that's where I should have stepped in and been, you know, a little bit more forward. But yeah, no, it wasn't ultimately my fault, but I could have handled it better. Let's say that. But yeah, the game pretty much died right as we started that that side story, or that story arc with her going into psionics and what did that mean and so on and so forth. And I just remember studying psionics in 3.5. Granted, this was very different. I'm sure it's different in 5e. I haven't really looked into psionics in 5e. You nearly begged a player to cooperate, not your fault. No, I know. I know. Yeah, if one of your, hey, advice for DMs, if one of your fucking players, not your characters, one of your players makes you burst out into tears and beg them to fucking cooperate, kick that player or end the game. Fuck that person. This was, we were young and I didn't know better, so whatever. But, yeah, just, if you burst into tears at the table and nobody, you know, there aren't really any psionics in 5e. Oh, there isn't. Hi, Angry, how are you? But there's just the aberrant mind sorcerer then, I guess? I don't know. But I remember studying and looking into psionics as part of that story arc in 3.5, and I just really didn't like it. I don't like the theming of it. I don't like the feel of psionics. I feel like it would be Soul Blade and Psionic Warrior. That's what it is. But yeah, I didn't find it interesting, I guess. That, generally speaking, like, that whole idea of, like, psychics and stuff like that. Psychic, like, telepathy, I should say. Not psychics as in, like, let me tell you your future, you know? So, it's never been very interesting to me in D&D specifically. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it fits. For me, personally. So, heartbroken. Like I'm saying, I'm not abolishing them from my table, but yeah, Feats too, that's true. I'm not abolishing them, and in the end, it's like, it would be up to the player. If you want to fucking understand psionics, cool. You fucking tell me what you can do, because I got limited time, my friend. But, you know, I would prefer it be handled differently. Aberrant Mind is Unearthed Arcana. It never made past playtest. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Alright, well, I'm fine with that. I'm sure there are others that want, like, oops, all psionics in their party. And, like, if everybody's... It's in Tasha's. Oh, okay. But yeah, if everybody, like, I think it would be best if you were to have a psionic character for everybody to play a psionic character, you know? Just, if you're gonna play that kind of story and tell that kind of story at your table, I would want everybody to be invested in that story, because it's a huge world altering. It's as world altering as if we figured out psychic powers on Earth, you know? And it's just like, it should matter and it should be important. So, you know, so having one person be that person, and it kind of automatically makes the story center. Of course, if this is if your world doesn't have, like, psionics or whatever. If you're building your world from a, you know, base of, like, psionics exist and it's cool, then that's fine. But for me, psionics would mean a new type of magic. Wizards had one good designer, Mike Merles, who was actually interested in trying to put psionics into 5e. He was let go several years ago. Well, that's most of them, yeah. I played with the ideas for Meme and Glaive. Yeah. Yeah, that, again, I don't know. I liked it, but, like, I don't know. It just... Oh, I'm gonna get an ad in, like, 10 seconds. I'm gonna take a... I will read that after, Stinks, because I'm going to an ad here. I'm gonna make myself some fucking coffee, because I'm falling asleep. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just I'm a little scrambly after last night, so I'm getting there. Psychiturgy. I'll go with that. Practice of magic that involves training the nervous system through mental discipline to convert the electrical impulses in one's nerves into a different kind of energy. Magic. Great. Different sects of psychiturgy. Blah. I bet this class is boring as hell. Nice. Deal different parts of the nervous system and its details. Some focus on primal instincts and muscle memory, whereas others focus on the phrenic nerve, the nerve that connects the brain to the diaphragm, or even through the brain itself. Interesting. This is based on Pathfinder's take on psychic abilities, wherein they aren't as entirely separate from magic as psionics in D&D are. They're literally just a different form of magic. Play a lot of Pathfinder, do you? Yeah. Stinks always likes to bring up like cool ideas from Pathfinder, because I don't have as much experience with it. I played 1E once or twice, but I never stuck with it. The phrenic nerve bits, as psychics in Pathfinder 1E got their powers from the phrenic nerve. Also, yes, I do. Interesting. I sent Dragonborn in Discord. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, I love her. She said no pickles. Absolute energy. I love her. But yeah, I don't imagine that here's okay. Hang on. I gotta get comfortable. Hang on. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, she's very good. She only has soup. Yeah. Well, there we go. She said no pickles. Yeah. So with psionic energy, my initial... No, I'm not sure that'll work. I don't know. I like the phrenic nerve bit. That's going more towards what I'm thinking of, but it's still it just feels very scientific. I know that sounds really dumb, but it's true. Like, if I'm going fantasy, I'm gonna go hard into fantasy. And I know I'm messing with the ideas of rune punk and the like, but I'm making it decidedly magical. But fair enough. Yeah, no, I like the idea, but I don't know if it'll fit in Galdor specifically. I do like what Pathfinder did with a lot of different classes and magic and a lot of things. Like I want a witch class in D&D, an official witch class, so fucking bad. But we got Hexblood, and that's not exactly what I was thinking of, but alright, sure, I guess. So, whatever. But yeah, it's just... I'm sure there's a way to make it work. Psychic abilities are just another form of magic rather than something wholly separate. Yeah, no, that's basically the path I would want to go down. But, again, the way Pathfinder says it makes sense, but it's... I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Again, I don't know. If somebody came at me with a character that they were like, hey, this is my idea, and I want them to be a psionic... if you don't mind homebrew. I definitely don't. That's this whole thing. Kibbles Tasty has an oracle class, which is essentially a witch. I think I've read some of the homebrew ones. I just, you know, and like, I haven't had a chance to play one. I haven't played a game in a while as far as D&D goes. And what ones I did play were mind magic instead of sorcery, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would do with psionics, but if somebody came at me with an idea for their character specifically, I think it would be cool, and I'd do my best to make it work, but I don't know exactly how I would make it work, just from a baseline in my world, you know? So it's not something I'm entirely ruling out, but it's not something that I think will fit as it exists at this point. So... if somebody comes at me with a mind magic sorcerer, then I'll try to make it work as best I can. But, you know. But yeah, I do like psionics. It's interesting, but I've never been able to make it work. What are your thoughts on Iron Man style artificer armors? Well, we do have the Veil Breakers in Galdor, and that's Iron Man-esque. They're the ones that go down into the Veil and look at all the crazy shit that comes through the varying portals down there. So that's as close as we've gotten so far to, like, runepunk or steampunk or whatever, you know, whatever you want to base it around. That's where we're at, and that's, like, the highest tier of technology that we have currently in Galdor. And I love runepunk. I love runepunk settings. Eberron is cool as hell. And I find it very interesting. But it's not there yet in Galdor. Yeah, Waywocket is working towards that. Very true. That's in our one of our Faerun campaigns. So Waywocket is she started as a wizard, but she is slowly becoming an artificer. Because, yeah. Here's my pitch, okay? If you need psychic or psionic, no one in the world knows that word. Yeah, that's the, I guess the branding is the first thing. They're called walking dreamers. Love it. They are attuned to the world of sleep and the Dreamweaver / Nightmare King, allowing them to do things in the waking world that people can only do while they're asleep. Oh, a neuromancy. Interesting. My character would definitely feel out of place in Galdor, which is totally fine. Not all worlds are the same, but my character is an artificer scion. Iron Man Jedi. Wow, that's... yeah, definitely. I would love to play around, like, in that world with that character. Would be very interesting, but I'm not sure I would run it well. As far as the idea of the sleep and stuff, that's... You're getting close to... I'm adding plasmoids to my world because Bunkin said so. He's playing one. I do love a good plasmoid. I have yet to have one in any of my games, and I should, because goo people are adorable. I like the dream angle of it, because you're getting close to Mage the Ascension, which is a wonderful system, if you can fucking understand it. It's one of those systems that you read and you just kind of take what makes sense and throw away the rest, because it's a lot. But I love the system because of what my storyteller has done with it. And again, he made it make sense because he threw out all the other shit that he didn't want to deal with, and we were like, cool. Anyway, so In my worlds, I usually lump psionics as they exist currently under quasi-magic. Ki, psionics, and artifice are all quasi-magic, which is channeling magic through something decidedly to the complete opposite of magic. Arcane magic is channeling magic through magic itself. Primal is channeling magic through nature. Divine is channeling magic through the divinity and faith. Quasi-magic is the stand-in for occult. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I do like the dream idea because you're taking mage and a little bit of changeling and kind of putting them together, because changeling also in the World of Darkness system is that there's changeling the dreaming, where it's like you're kind of, we do changeling the lost, but changeling the dreaming is kind of like you have this your mentality goes between the world of people and the world of the Fae, and you can lose touch with reality that way, and it's called the dreaming when you start to lose touch. So that's where that comes from, and so you're kind of like picking and choosing those little bits, and I really like the dream angle. We don't have a Dreamweaver Nightmare King. Both the Feywild and the Shadowfell are dream spaces of the two main goddesses of each pantheon. So Melora has the Feywild, which is her dream space, and the Raven Queen has the Shadowfell, which is her dream space. Also, bardism is a form of artifice, as music and art at its core is just another form of craft, hence why it's a cult or quasi-magic. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. No, it absolutely makes sense where you're going. Absolutely. I love the way you look at it, and it makes total sense. I guess it doesn't fit the witchy aesthetic. Does that make sense? Like, my baseline for Galdor has been witchy shit. Just fucking men, ladies, and theys casting spells, wearing cool hats, and yeah. So, like, it's hard to make psionics fit witchy. Dreaming does, yes. Dreaming is closer to that, and again, it could fall more into the crystal ball scrying mirror kind of, you know, thing. So the dreaming could work. It's gonna look very different, I think, to how psionics are explained, potentially to the point of having to homebrew something based around dreaming, because like if you know anything about witchcraft, and like the community of witchcraft is they love looking for dreams and like symbology and stuff in dreams. So I feel like you could take that and kind of make it the Oniromancer, but basically psionics. But I think it would look so different that it wouldn't be psionics anymore, you know? I don't know. It's just like, and there's every cartoon that's ever done like an episode where you go to a dream world and like, hey, guess what? You can do fucking anything. So you also have to like, I could make a wizard subclass based around a Oniromancy. Yeah, I'm not sure if it would be... Oh, there's so many ways you could go about it. Wow. Oh man, that's a lot. It's a lot to think about. I don't know. Wizard makes sense, I guess, even though I don't think it would be as much study. Well, yeah, it would. Oh. It's almost... Would it be bardic? That's... Oh, man, that's interesting. It's hard to think. I guess feels like D&D sorcery, meta magic, and all that. Yeah, that's the thing, is I don't know what class an Oniromancer would be based around. I really don't. Like, you can make arguments for monk, you can make argument... Wow, it's hard. Hold on, okay, go on. There's just so many. There's like so many ways it could go. Yeah, it is a thought experiment. I'm thinking about it right now and getting a headache about it. like sorcerer is there, but it's less blood and it's more brain, I guess. And it's just, again, that psychic connection. Oh my god, there's so many ways. Like being able to peer into one's dreams or to mess with somebody's dreams. That is inherently psychic in nature, right? So there's the psionic angle. But then to be able to pull that whatever it is from their dreams or from your own dreams is almost like plane jumping kind of things. What were the names of my two prime gods? Oh, Melora is the main goddess of the Bright Pantheon, and then the Raven Queen is the prime goddess of the Grim Pantheon. So, you know, earth and flowers and spring and beauty and stuff like that, then like death, winter, goth vibes. So hippie and goth is basically the two wolves that are fighting in my brain at any given time. Those are my two goddesses. Wow. Yeah, that kind of, Seelie and Unseelie. Yeah, that's deep. Kind of, not really. The Seelie and Unseelie don't really necessarily exist in Galdor or in the Feywild of Galdor. What if Onironautical, magic oniromancy is the fourth category? Theoretically, any class can be an oniromancer, much like any class can be folk or ceremonial, depending on how you spin it. That's an interesting thought. So the magic of dream. Everybody has dreams. I guess that would be the... That's neat. Yeah, it's... I'm going through... Sorry if I'm not... It's not that I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm just trying to rearrange my brain and, like, looking at oniromancy in every class. Or at least every caster. Because... Creation magic. Yeah, it's like... It would be something that would be very Fey. Maybe it's something that the Fey brought to us. So, like, the Fey are in Galdor, right? They were the precursor race. They were taken back because they were immortal and Melora didn't realize that resources have a fucking limit. So they were put into the Feywild, which is her dream space. But Fey, every now and again, still get put... either escape to or get into Galdor in one way or another. And so they had oniromancy, and they were the ones to teach mortals oniromancy, and then it kind of split off from there. And so dream magic goes through the... Okay. Because you got... Okay. Wizards... Wizards can, like... mess... Could be a tie to our warlock. There could be. Oh god, hang on. This is one of those things that can change a lot very suddenly. And I have to think about many angles all at once. Okay. And it might overcomplicate things, but let me... Hang on. Okay. So... I'm trying to think of, like, what it would look like for each class. Not, it to be a dream weaver, if you will. Which, that's a great name. We should go with that. But, so a bard. Singing your dreams to reality, singing their dreams or others. Song. Yeah. Dreamweaver. So they would be able to, like, if you've ever had a dream where there's music playing but you couldn't recreate it in their head, there's some way that they can pull that out of you and make that song happen. Nah, I don't know. I mean, bards kind of fit it as far as their vibes go pretty damn well. Then you've got, I mean, clerics, of course, like if there's, we have a couple we have like a god of meditation and focus and stuff like that. Have you shut up. Listen, like my whole world is potentially being rewritten in this moment. So I have to like focus and I'm still tired. So, you know, clerics and holy, like, again, the dreams of their god, I guess. You could look at it that way. Then... every dream kid... Shut up! And druids, the dreams of natural creatures, I guess? I don't know. I don't know if this is overcomplicating it, because I like the idea. I really like the idea, but I'm trying to make it make sense. I still... okay. Maybe this is only a Fae thing. Maybe this is one of those things that Fae have over mortals still. They're naturally attached to dreams because they come from the land of the dreaming. So maybe this is not something that anybody can do or anybody can be taught. I feel like maybe it's... you have to have at least some aspect of Fae in you, in a noticeable amount for you to practice Oniromancy. Or dream weaving or some other cool... Dreamweaver druids could be dreams of the genus loci, the dreams of the location itself. Yeah, that's... I am alive. Safi! Hi, Safi! Wow, it's early. You got here, did you skip class? Or was class canceled? Or what'd you do? I saw that video you posted. I would fuck that up. I want brie so bad, and I think I have some in my freezer. It's tempting. I feel like... yeah, the Dreamweaver Druids also sound... the Circle of Dreams sounds very fucking cool. We're gonna have to think more on this. I'm inclined to make it a Fae-only race thing. So, like, you know, any Fae-based race... Fae-based race, that's hard to say, can be an Oniromancer. Hi, Tape Player! Wow, haven't seen you around in a bit. How are you? Already class, but a little different. Wait, what? What is? Oh, the dream... oh. Aren't those like the Star Druids? Or something? I don't have all my things. Skipping class, because I'm currently 30 minutes late. And with all the traffic here making me have to spend 45 minutes to go there, I'm not participating in the last 20 minutes class. Ah, okay, fair. Circle of Dreams. Work schedule's all over the place. Good to finally catch you. You too! It's good to see you. Xanathars or Tasha's. I don't know if I have either of those... oh, wait. I've got Xanathars. Tasha's is across the room, so I might not bother. Hang on. Oh, Circle of Dreams! It's right there! Who knew? Alrighty, but unless it's a spicy remake. Members of the Circle of Dreams hail from regions that have strong ties to the Feywild. Well, there you go. And its dreamlike realms. The druids' guardianship of the natural world makes for a natural alliance between them and good aligned Fey. These druids mend wounds and bring joy to downcast hearts. In the realms they protect are gleaming, fruitful places, where dream and reality blur together, where the weary can find rest. Well, shit. Well, there's that. So we made that make sense. At least in Galdor. So that's cool. I think, yeah, again, this is one of those things that would be up to the player to come to me with. But I'm gonna keep it back here, you know, on the back burner as a Maybe you don't necessarily have to be Fae in origin, but you must be touched by the Fae somewhere. Yeah, Fae touched, yeah. Either by tutoring under a Fae and being given their gift, or by having a Fae parent. There's a few Fae-powered classes in those books. Yeah. Write that down. Jesus. Hang on. Here you go. I'm just gonna write down Oniromancer, like Dreamweaver. Oniromancer. Nope. Oh my god, that's a hard one. Okay. Alright. That's there. I wrote it down. It's an interesting thing to think of Dreamweaving being the fourth. I don't know if it's going to be big enough to be the fourth. Not at this juncture, I should say. Good aligned Fae, right? I mean, in Galdor, a lot of the Fae are not bad. Let's say that. Again, I try my best, and I'm bad at subtlety. This might surprise you guys, but I'm real fucking bad at, like, subtle plays, generally speaking. So if somebody's good, they're gonna be good. If somebody's bad, they're gonna be bad, generally speaking. I'm not good at the, you know, that kind of, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a dedicated Fae touch sorcerer. We have wild magic, but that's less Fae and more primal chaos. Yeah, I like a good, you can change the vibe of any of the, you know, the classes to fit your needs. So if you wanted to play, because I have made up a character that was a wild magic sorcerer, but it was more Fae influenced than anything, and it's just one of those things where you go, yeah, but instead of primal chaos, it's Fae, and that's all you have to worry about. That's it. So, they only abduct you on approved days. Telegraphed by vague nursery rhymes. Yeah, that's true. But I love a good Fae. I thought it was Fae too. Yeah. I love anything Fae related, frankly. I love a good fairy tale, good, bad. But I know a lot of Fae stuff is subtle machinations and shit like that, and I'm really bad at that kind of thing. So I generally don't play with that idea. So I just if a Fae shows up in my Then You Love My New D&D character I'm replacing Nobu with because he died. Which one was Nobu? Your character died? How did your character die? Do I want to know how your character died? I know they almost died the last time, or did you say that? I don't remember now. I can't keep track of everybody's characters, and you keep killing NPCs, so I can't fucking keep track of that masked gremlin with antler horns and a scythe. Oh, okay, yeah. He died? Why did you get him killed? I liked him. But yeah, generally if I have a bad guy, they're gonna be decidedly bad. Again, this goes back to that 80s fantasy trope thing that I love, because it's just like you turn on Willow and it's not like, I wonder who the bad guy is. Oh, ad time. I'll be right back. Alright. The DM made them get stabbed in the heart by a mage killer with an enchanted javelin that turns magic into poison. And I didn't succeed the wisdom saves. Trying to cast healing on myself hurt me. Oh my god! That sounds awful. Not the show Willow, mind you. No, fuck the show. We don't talk about the show Willow. Because it's terrible. So bad. Anyway. Yes, no, if you turn on the movie, the only fucking Willow property that exists as far as I'm fucking concerned. God damn, that fucking show was so bad. If you turn that bitch on, you don't wonder who the bad guy is. Goblins should have been Fae from the start. Hobgoblins should be fiends. Yeah, I could see that. I like Fae goblins. I love that idea. I have a Fae goblin character. Who's also a werewolf. You gotta love it. So interesting take. I can definitely see goblins as are Fae now, yeah. But I don't see why hobgoblins wouldn't be fiends or Fae, either way. I always like to have the option of like your race that you're playing to be from or inspired by wherever the fuck you want. So like we've had Fae gnolls in our game, and it's fucking awesome because they have crystals coming out of their backs, and like they're very cool and smarter than the average gnoll. You can have both Fae touched fiends or vice versa. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I like to have, like, you know, Fae based tieflings would look way different from material plane tieflings or Shadowfell tieflings or whatever. So I like to have that option open if somebody comes to me and goes, hey, like, not enough 5e spells or ability take advantage of types. Man, for real though. For real. But yeah, going back to my lack of subtlety, all of my games are very good versus evil, Lord of the Rings, hey, I wonder who the bad guy is. Like, it's the big fucking fiery eyeball tower. Like, it's not... I'm not gonna overcomplicate it beyond that. I'm not George R. R. Martin. I'm not fucking Matthew Mercer. I don't have that time. I don't have that brain capacity. I just want either myself or my characters to fight a bad guy, and I want good to win 90% of the time. That's all I want, and that's how I run my games. Just, yeah. Gnolls in one of my worlds are children of Orcus. Makes sense. As a whole, both aspects. They started out as mere discarded fur before being given animation by one aspect and spirit by the other. I love that. I love gnolls. I never have them in my campaigns because they're bad guys. I don't like people killing gnolls because they're cute and they're good. They're not good. I know they're not good, but I love hyenas so fucking much. I want to kiss a gnoll. My husband was nice enough to give me a pet hyena. His name is Obsidian. We call him Siddy, and he's very good, and I love him. So I have a pet hyena, and I'm happy about it. They're so good. He was almost turned into a gnoll, but I stopped him from being turned into a gnoll because, baby, give me the baby. Yeah, Yi Nagu, they're the god, the hunger or whatever the fuck they call him. He's just like, I love his fucking art because his mouth is so gnarly. I don't know if you guys, I love him so much. Yeah, hang on. This one, oh, he's so cool. Look at this friend, he's friend-shaped. Look at him, baby. Look at him, he's so dumb. I love him so much. I really like our Fae gnolls and yeens. Yeah, me too. He's so stupid looking. Smash! Sappy, you degenerate. But I love him. He's so cute. And look how happy he is. He's just happy to be here. He has 3 balls. He's very good. You can count. That's one more than me. Fair enough. But I love him. I was just like, he is a baby. He's so good. His big dumb feet. I love him so much. But yeah, I'm like, I wonder what the god of fucking hyenas would look like. You look at that and go, yep, that's about right. Nothing but mouth. I'm gonna use my rib as a toothpick when he finishes with me. Fucking wow, Safi. I generally kind of we messed with the looks like what my cat aspires to be, what every cat aspires to be in life, just nothing but mouth, big scary, but he's just so cute. He's just not scary. I love him. Gnolls are still fiendish in this world, as you would expect from them being children of a demon lord, but just like the demon lords, they are far from innately evil. Yeah. I love gnolls so much, they're so cute. Yeah, so yeah, I like to, if you're gonna pick a race, but you have an idea of like what they would look like differing if they were coming from somewhere else, I will absolutely mess with that. Like, the tiefling thing, we, in the past, generally in our games, if a tiefling is, for instance, from the Feywild, they usually have, like, more of an antler aspect to their horns, and they're more faunish, you know, tails and hooves and stuff. Then the material plane tieflings can kind of run the gamut of different builds and horns and things like that. But if you're from like the Hells or the Shadowfell, you're gonna have more of that like forehead, like crazy horns coming out, like more of the classic tieflings. Most tieflings in the art have their horns coming out of their forehead. I don't like how that looks. Treat it like tradition, yeah, not radiation, which is what you typed. I think he means tradition. But yes. So... Oh, oh no, you're talking about the Fae. Sorry. You're right. Radiation. No typo. Not this time. Yes, no. Yeah, the Feywild and the Shadowfell both kind of their energies affect characters physically, like radiation. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, if you're from the Shadowfell or the Hells, you're gonna have that crazy like bone protrusion out of your forehead kind of horn. So no one know. Are we just doing it a day by day count? Because like, oh boy, because your lifetime score is rough. Tieflings in my world grow different horns depending on their personality. For example, a pious tiefling could grow horns that congeal together into a ring resembling a halo. I've seen art with people like that. It's adorable. I'm hurt. Why? It's the truth. Pitch the second. Pana the Dream Wanderer says to be a favorite child of Merlor herself. Pana swims through the streams of the sleeping mortals, watching and learning. Those who have encountered Pana, they do know that you're in chat all the time, my love, have found it to be pleasant but overall confusing to communicate with. Pana is a school of 1,000 multicolored fish swimming through the dream, doing their best to form shapes as greeting an omen. I love that. That's a wonderful minor god. Are we gonna start minor gods finally? Because we keep saying we're gonna. Hang on. Nope, wrong one. I love that, by the way. Okay, so... Hang on a sec. Minor gods. Pana, but whatever. Pana. No, Pana Pana doesn't sound, it sounds like a food. I'm stealing that wholesale from you, Angry. I appreciate that very much. Pana pizza. Pana. Personal Pana pizza. Sounds like a Blossom original to me. Delicious. Yeah, I wish. Nah, that was all you, my friend. That was all you, and I am happy to give you credit because that's awesome. I love that. That's fucking... I love that. I love that so much. And it gives me the ability to give, like, prophetic dreams to my characters, which are always one of the best D&D DM tools in the toolbox is prophetic dreams. I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a very loud sound in my house, and I will be right back because now I'm nervous. So give me 2 seconds. Did not like that. Okay, we're fine. The wind picked up and slammed one of the doors in my house because I've got the windows open, so it just, you know. All right, that was really loud. I'm very sensitive, just like the cats right now, to loud noises, so we're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. I put a pillow in front of the door so it doesn't happen again, I hope. Oh, God in heaven, that scared the shit out of me. I am sensitive to the loud noises right now. So yeah, Minor God, our first Minor God Pana. I love it so much. I love the kind of ambiguous shape and the murmuration kind of idea where it just takes a form that it needs to take and can change. I love that. It's very clear in my head, which makes me very happy. That's fun. And again, with the minor gods specifically, I think there's a bunch of them, and they're kind of shared between gods depending on the type of message, I guess, you want to take or send or what have you. So again, if a god wants to communicate with you through a dream, they'll send Pana, which is awesome. That's fun. I love that. Right, so okay. I don't know if there's any other minor gods we wanna... Here's an idea for a minor deity. Okay. I was gonna say that in a very specific way, and I'm not sure if that's your intention, because I read that as Vorshit, but I don't think that's what you meant. Vorsikt? How do you pronounce it? Write it phonetically, because my brain. The deity of healthy fear and caution manifests as a small black blob in the vague shape of a common prey animal. They guide those lost in treacherous areas to safety by instilling into them powerful flight response that makes them get the fuck out of there. Sent by higher gods as a warning shot. War shit, cease. I like that. I like that. And just like having, like, taking the Alice in Wonderland, like, white rabbit and turning it into this black shadow blob to lead you away. I really like. Black cat blob spirit, exactly that. Vorsicht. Okay, gotcha. Cute thing that's immensely scary. I mean, that's black cats. Let's see. I need to look. Hang on. Let me go, because this is where I originally got the idea, was from the... here it is. Oh god. All the books falling. Hang on, get back up here. Just need one of you, thank you. It's from this book, Wanderhome. They have this, the Small and Forgotten Gods. Where it's like, again, like I said before, it's kind of like the kami in Shinto. You can build altars to them, and you can leave offerings, and sometimes they'll help you and stuff. But the thing with this game, as much I do truly love this game, the idea of this game, but it's sometimes too loose in regards to its mechanics and stuff. I love writing non-evil fear gods and hate that pretty much every fear god in the base of the game is evil. Fear exists for a reason, is to get you out of dangerous situations. Yeah, absolutely. I need a name for the Fae equivalent for Las Vegas. Ooh, who? Do you want it to be a punny name, or do you need it to sound like an actual city? The Twilight Twig. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so if I'm thinking of Fae version, Twilight Twig feels more like a tavern. Yeah, that probably exists in wherever this is. So, when you think of Vegas, you think of lights, you think of gambling, obviously, slot machine vibes. Okay, so you need, yeah, okay. I mean, where I am in Florida, there is a city called Celebration. You could do something like that. I mean, there's Vice City, you know, the city of Vice, or you could take Vice as the base word and kind of build up around it. You could do, you know, something having to do with, I mean, the Unsleeping City. I'm gonna steal that from Dimension 20 pretty hard. Vicane is cool. The Golden Vice. That also sounds like a gambling house. I love it. Or Evervice. Evervis. Evan Vice, you know? Eben Vice sounds like a magic item or a magic weapon or something like that. I refreshed by accident. No, it's alright. Hang on, this is why we have Word Hippo. So, what's some other words for vice? Depravity, always good. Dark luck vibes, yeah, true. Lewd. I mean, again, you could be like the city of decadence, or like libertinage. Libertinage? That's a very interesting word. Profanity. Venality. Ooh, that's cool. Looseness. The city of felony sounds funny. I just think of Vice Principal Golden Horde when I hear that, yeah. We gotta get back to that show. I feel like the city of felony sounds fucking great. Felony is one of those words that like those people Ziva, oh darling, yes, of course. Like I've seen people like try to name their kid Felony. Dallin Rain, the Gossamer Snare. Ooh, I like that. The Gossamer Snare is very good. I like that a lot. That sounds, again, that sounds definitely like a magic item or something like that, or like a epic person or something. The Gossamer Snare. City of Fallen Grace. You know, it depends on what kind of vibe. Yeah, Dallin Rain, I hope I'm saying that right. Sounds fucking cool as hell. Let's see. Oh, somebody's gonna... Yeah, so... Sounds like however you need it to sound. It's true. Sodom and Gomorrah vibes. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so Small and the Forgotten Gods, they're like here, like somebody said in the thread, was they're supposed to have those little spirits from Miyazaki films, you know, like the soot sprites or the fire sprites or the hundreds of other like weird little creatures that exist in Miyazaki films. So they have a Pinterest board, blessed, dedicated. Look at the dragon fruit dragon, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh god. Oh, it's a dragon fruit dragon. Oh, look at his little spots. Oh, it's... I love him. I will die for him. But the look isn't as hard for me as finding out their, you know, their aspect, basically. So like this person says you can do the god of discarded objects. They help you find it. Sentient pools of water. God knows what they could help you with. That kind of stuff. So that's the initial idea that I have with the minor gods. So that's what we're kind of... So you're Pana and the what did I say? Vorsikt. I'll get that right eventually. Vorsikt are both perfect fits for those kind of vibes. So you guys fucking pulled it out like that, and I appreciate that about you. But it's just the aspects that I really need to make sure I have pretty clear in my head before I send them in any point in any game in the future. So I like their idea though. Again, things like house spirits could exist as well. Like each individual family, if you feed your house spirit, it becomes more and more strong. And like there's Nissas in folklore. If you've seen the amazing show on Netflix, Hilda, that is, oh my god, that show is so good. Watch that fucking show if you haven't. It's a fantastic animated show. It's beautifully done, based on a comic book. Very good vibes, very cozy. And a lot of I guess it's mostly Norwegian mythology vibes. Hilda is so good. It is so... That show made me cry so hard so many times. I love that fucking show. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe of it, where like that's a very good like reference for what the feel of Galdor I want that to be. It's just something like people go about their day and it's pretty normal living, and then there's a fucking mountain troll that fucking like says hi, you know. It's just it's so good. I love that show so much. So that's a good reference point for that as well. I love it so much. I need to rewatch it. Oh my god, that little dragon fruit dragon. I love him so much. I'm gonna save him just in my cute shitboard. Ooh, this guy. Whoa. It looks like Majora's Mask kind of vibes. That's super cool. So let's do like a god of like discarded objects, for instance, or lost objects specifically. So, you know, junk drawer, delver, kind of vibes. Hoppy Kachina dolls? Hopi Kachina? Hoppy? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look that up. Hang on. Hopefully it's not anything offensive. I assume not. Oh, okay. The Hopi people instruct young girls in new prize about the immortal beings that bring right. Oh, that's very interesting. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, they do look a little like that. So interesting. What? Oh, this little guy is very cute too. Surely the lost objects god is a magpie. I was just about to say that exact thing, Meatball. I was just about to be like, is it a raven or a magpie? It would definitely be a magpie. I think we just found him. Look at this boy! Look at... He's so good. He's got a bag. Oh no, he's really cute. Credit goes to whoever the artist is, because it's not signed, and I don't trust Pinterest to give me the actual... So kind of like a humanoid magpie. I hear him, like, if, again, we were talking about this last stream, I think, somebody mentioned the Secret of Nim, Skork. The Secret of Nim is so good. The book and the movie. The book is, of course, better, but the movie is fantastic. Don Bluth is one of the most genius animators in history, and they had... What was the magpie's name in Secret of Nim? He had a really normal name. I think it was like Jeremy or something. Like, his name was very... hang on. What was his name? This is gonna drive me crazy. Hang on. Oh, God, this fucking... Oh, this movie's so good. It is Jeremy! I remembered! Ah, yes! Voiced by Dom DeLuise. Rest in peace. He's brilliant. You have heard his voice, I promise. He's in so many things. He was in, American Tail. He played Tiger. Fievel Goes West, also Tiger. Oh yeah, he was in Blazing Saddles. It's an act. Fucking ad. I'll be right back. We cannot repeat his lines from Blazing Saddles. We cannot repeat most lines from Blazing Saddles, let's be honest. Fantastic movie. But would not fly, currently in the current media, but it is a classic. It's very good. Oh my god, anything by, with, I love Gene Wilder so much, sorry. Oh, I miss him. Miss him so much. Oh man, he's been in just so many amazing things. He was in Cow and Chicken? Oh my god, that show is terrible. Toonstruck. Old Dog. Yeah, he was... Yeah, okay, Charlie. Or Itchy. Snatch. Or Snack. I like it. Minor deity of food and reward. Manifests like a tiny wisp of pleasant-smelling steam with 2 glowing white orbs for eyes. Adorable. Rewards those who have done good deeds or good work by giving them a little treat infused with minor blessing from a deity that sent them. Can tell if you did the deed genuinely and will adjust level of reward appropriately. Oh, Snack God. I love that. Oh, Stinks, you're so good at this shit. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. I love Snack God. I love them. I want a Snack God. All right. So what's the name of our patron god of lost stuff? What's punny-esque, like you did snack and you spelled it like that, and that's the perfect kind of vibes that I'm going for. So what's like lost or found, finding things, spirit that helps you find things or takes things from you if somebody else like needs it more, something like that. There were so many ads. Oh really? Ugh, I'm sorry. That's why I... Knick-knack! Oh, fuck. You're so good at this, Stinks. Knick-knack. Yes, amazing. Knick-knack. Knick-knack. Minor deity of lost items. Called upon by people who have lost an item. Vorsicht is German for caution. Oh, Vorsicht. Vorsicht? Wait. Isn't V pronounced differently? No, W is pronounced like a V in German, right? Is V still V? I can't. I was learning German a couple months ago and now I've forgotten everything. So I think it's still Vorsicht. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sure. Or does it have like the sh in the CH? V. Oh, Vorsicht. F. Vorsicht. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I should get back to my German lessons. It's a great language. Vorsicht? Alright, so knick-knack is... I was wrong. Okay, so Vorsicht. Okay, gotcha. I have German in my bloodline, so I'm sure my ancestors are screaming at me right now for not being able to pronounce a very simple word. I only know like Schmetterling because it makes me laugh. Or Krankenwagen. Krankenwagen is one I want to call every ambulance that. Krankenwagen and Krankenhaus is just, they're so good. It's such a fucking great name for both of those things. I'm surprised I remembered that. I haven't been to Germany in a long time. No. The fact that you've even been there is way beyond any experience that I have. what kind of offerings would Knick-Knack like? Aside from, like, he takes your left sock. I was there for work a long time ago. Oh, that's cool. Is Knick-Knack the reason we don't have matching socks? Like, he's... That's my initial idea because it's funny. Will help you find the item if gifted a single sock. Sure. Single sock. Or like half of a paired item. If gifted half of a paired item. Half of a paired item. So socks, earrings, shoes, etc. Anything that has a pair that you like will be inconvenienced by losing, that's what he'll take. One lens from your glasses, amazing. Like, just anything paired would be so good. I love that. That's cute. I shouldn't say if we'll help you find the item and take half of a paired item in return, and you won't know what it is until like months later, where you're like, where's that fucking earring? I love that. Trying to make plasmoids into sort of a custom race, so here's what I've got. Plasmoids are soulless beings that are man-made by wizards as servants. Sure, if a wizard dies, its plasmoid dies with it. That's sad. Plasmoid colors are determined by the wizard's preference. Their hearts are cartoonishly heart-shaped and free-flowing in their bodies. Adorable. If you need some more inspiration in that regard to them being servants, you can look up homunculus in either D&D lore or in actual lore. Although it is really gross, they were born out of a large cartoonist cell. Yeah. They were born out of alchemists mainly, and alchemy got real weird in a lot of points. A lot of bodily fluids were used in creation of these things, and yeah, alchemists were fucking nuts. But they did lead to some science, I guess. If just to prove alchemists wrong, a lot of people took to the sciences to be like, this doesn't do anything, you fucking idiot. Here's what chemistry is. And all the fucking alchemists like goes, no, it's magic. It's, oh god, it's alchemy is wild. I've listened to a lot of podcasts about alchemy, and it's fascinating how fucking weird these guys got instead of like getting a job. Granted, most of these guys were rich, so they didn't need a job, so that's what they did with their time, is try to turn lead into gold and yada yada. But yeah, if you need that kind of aspect, just prepare yourself mentally before you research the actual history of homunculus and the alchemists that attempt to make them. All right. So I'm trying to think of like day-to-day things. Like I have a house spirit. When Chris's Plasmoid's character Wizards died, they suddenly gained consciousness in an attempt to live. Took the wizard's heart and replaced it with its own. So now they can live and have free will. Aw. That sounds like a goopy version of like Edward Scissorhands. The Plasmoid gained consciousness. No, I gotcha. I love that. I love them. They're adorable. So yeah, like with house spirits, they help you, you know, they might help you find things, you know. We just watched Our Flag Means Death. I haven't finished it yet, although I did accidentally spoil myself to some things scrolling through Tumblr, because I follow the fucking tag and I didn't realize it was a fucking... I'm mad about it. It's okay. I usually don't mind about spoilers, but I'm just like, god damn it. Alright. But, so I'm thinking of like the fairies that help the bread rise that they talked about. It's so cute. So small things like that, small things that people do, but instead of like in actual, you know, Middle Ages where people just kind of did things out of necessity, like these things actually help. Let's make one for crops. Like, now this Pladmoy's had anatomically correct human heart in place where the cartoony heart-shaped heart used to be. Oh, that's really funny and sad. So some sort of creature that a farmer or a gardener even would call upon to help with their crops. What if there's a minor god of cleanliness that just simply helps you get stains out of shirt? Ah, that's so cute. Yes, very good. That could definitely work. Oh my god, this little axolotl. Ugh. Axolotls are so fucking cute. So many little guys. Let's see. So a farmer. Let's see. Not necessarily for rain. Rain will be their own thing. I want a minor god of rain really bad. But a minor god of crop health or whatever. Goddess of perfectly crunchy grapes. Delicious. That's the wine aunt. A minor deity that watches over your crops, and people make scarecrows. Oh, yeah, scarecrows. Dust. Minor deity of dust, sand and soot, called upon to help clean objects that improve soil quality. Takes offerings in the form of special rabbit-shaped baked cookies called dust bunnies. Stinks, you're a fucking genius. You're so good. Minor deity of pest control. That's Kalion coded? Do you mean chameleon? I think is what you mean. I hope that's what you mean. I do like the chameleon. Got a storm god, separate from rain. Yeah, there's like... I have fantasy weed. Oh, good. Do we have a storm god? Do I have a storm? Oh, did I fucking buff it with not realizing I... Hang on, hold on. Heroes, craft, love, joy, magic, good fortune, hospitality, arts. I don't have... Soto 1 to 2. I don't have a storm god specifically. Well, shit. I guess, I mean, it could fall under various. I think storms can come from any god. Like storms I'm talking about. Like, you know, we have Umberly, like, for like, then let me propose one I use again and again. Sure. We were doing more broad concept instead of Caesar, storms, and weathers. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's why we don't have a storm person. So there would be a minor god of rain, perhaps even a separate minor god of storms. We could do one or both of those things. Although generally people don't wish for storms, so it could be sent by a god. I think every... Did I type that? Yeah, I got it eventually. It's called Sootroot. Soto 1 to 38 billion. Sootroot. It thrives in old burn piles and converts the soot into light hallucinogen. Fun. I think I typed a phone number. Yeah, don't call that. I don't know what that is. Rebellious teens can sometimes be seen scrounging around in outdoor fireplaces for Sootroot buds. That's great. That's awesome. It's like Blackroot from Willow. The movie, again, not the show. I think it was called Blackroot. You chew on it and it's like it like slightly numbing and a slight hallucinogen or at least gets you high or something like that. Yeah, but storms, storms, I think, are a tool used for any god. But for a light rain, perhaps, there would be... Oh! A bird just landed on my window and skin. Sutrut. Sutrut. Fair and goddess of storms and inspiration. Ooh. Sutrut. Hoot hoot. There's a tufted titmouse on my window. Vibin. I don't know what he's looking for, but he's very cute. Like ginger root. It's a root. Gotcha. A reason someone might call upon Vorsikt to guide them in safety when all else fails. Otherwise, they are usually God's warning. That's cool. Farine, unlike most deities, is always depicted as a child who loves to dance and play in rain or snow. It's said that sudden freak storms are the result of tantrums she throws when in an argument with other gods. However, as she's a child, on her good days, she's likely to strike the mind with inspiration as she is to strike the ground with lightning. She loves to hear people talk about their new ideas, especially if they are passionate about them, even if she might not understand what it means. That's adorable, and that might be an aspect of... because we definitely have... we have Gond. So Gond I see as a very mechanical kind of guy, you know, but he might have an aspect of himself that's like that childlike inspiration, like you're talking about with Farine, which I love. Worshippers of Farine make offerings of sweets and toys, and occasionally journals and stories to invite her inspiration. Similarly, sailors and farmers make offerings to placate her mood in hopes of avoiding storms. Her high holy day is the first day of spring, which since history has been recorded has always rained. It's said that those who spend time out in the rain that day can hear Farine laughing. I love her. I love her so much. It's adorable. So minor god of rain. Annie is a follower. 1000%. I love the rain. And storms. I love lightning scares the shit out of me. Lightning and thunder scares me, but like I still love sitting inside and listening to storms. So I'm gonna make a minor deity that's like that. I do like the Farine thing, and that an aspect of her might exist in God. Either that's like Gond's child, perhaps, which is cute, which could be a minor god, but yeah. Dust bunnies would be an onion-based pastry. I don't know why the name just gives me that vibe. So, but I am going to have our minor god of rain. His name is Petrichor, because of course it is. Or should it be Petrichor, or should it be like Petri? Or Core. Or Tricor. Tricor? Tricor. Corpet. I'm trying to mess with the full name. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. Whoa, hello. Whoops. Opened a new... There we go. Minor... No. Minor god of... Whoops. God of rain. Peterchor. Peterchor. Pet... Whoops. Peterchor. Peter. It's the Russian spelling of Peter, so I like it. Oh, yeah. Slavic accent. Yeah, like, yeah, you know. That's how they spell Peter. Peter. Minor god of rain. Called upon by farmers and sailors alike to ensure. Hello, I am Peter, and this is my core. You just wanted me to say that. Drop sick bass. Okay, cool. I like that. Peter Core. He has his own music. It involves lightning strikes and thunder rolling and the constant sound of "This is my home entry, please." Oh, this is my home entry, please. I've never seen that fucking that movie, but yeah, Lo-Fi Bard, yeah. I might make a fantasy recipe for dust bunnies. Absolutely here for it. This is my neighbor, Debababalovich. He is paining my assholes. He cannot afford. Great success. It's like literally the only thing I know of that movie is that whole meme. And my wife, like, yeah. And apparently it turns out that that guy's a piece of shit lately. He was somebody, I forget what actress said he was shitty, but yeah. Great. Alright. Sweet onion based pastry sounds nice. Yeah, it does. He is pain in my assholes. Okay. We actually got our minor gods started. I'm very happy with that, by the way. No, fuck off. There we go. Peter Core. Okay. Cool. Yeah, alright, we've got 5 minutes till I'm gonna call it, so... Let's see if there's anybody to raid. Hang on. Let me see. Who's on? Geezer Jim is on, but he's always on when I'm on. Oh, Dyson's going. Yeah, we can do Dyson again. Hang on a second. Nope, fuck off. Sorry. Fucking ad. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and let's raid Dyson, just because he's got a cool vibe, and if you guys want to listen to some hardcore music, you can. Or what have you. Ooh, I like the map he's working on. Cool. Alright, yeah. So let's go ahead and raid him, and we're gonna have a good weekend, god damn it. So yeah. Jealous. We're gonna... I'll be around this weekend a little bit more, because I am staying in this weekend between the cats and just a need for a rest. So if you guys want to hang out on Discord at any point, let me know. I'll keep futzing with this goddamn mic, and hopefully we can figure it out. How to make me sound not like I'm in a tube somewhere. So we'll figure it out. But I appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out. Thanks for listening to my silly rambling. I'll be blowing up Discord later. Please do. The mic is a lot better. Okay, good. All right. Well, that's good. It still sounds like I'm far away in a tube, but I'll take it. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out. Take care of yourselves this weekend. Drink water and go and play pretend at some point this weekend, because it's good for you. And we're gonna go ahead and raid Mr. Dyson. And have a great weekend, and thanks again, you guys. We'll see you hopefully Monday.